Stephen works as a surgeon, and on the surface he loves his job. But under the surface, Stephen's grief about his marriage ending distracts him, making him less available to his patients and his co-workers. Angelique turned a talent for design into a thriving business, using recycled textiles to create clothing that she markets throughout Southeast Asia. But Angelique can barely suppress feelings of rage whenever she sees emails from a former supplier who is now suing her. Avery directs a large non-profit organization focused on improving access to nutritious food in poor communities in northern England. But Avery's intense anxiety about upcoming funding cuts leaks out as overly critical interactions with staff members. These three people live in 3 different countries, they work 3 completely different jobs, and on the surface they appear to be completely different. But under the surface there is one problem that is plaguing them and is stopping them being where they want to be, stopping them being the person that they want to be, and it is causing them a lot of grief in their life. And it is actually the same problem that I suffered with for many years of my life, and it's the same problem that I see 99% of people having when I walk through the streets, or when I talk to my friends, or I talk to the people around me. And that problem is an inability to control your emotions. Luckily, the philosophy of Stoicism is a mind hack which gives you the tools necessary to deal with your inner emotions in a healthy way. Now, it's important to note that unlike most people's perception on Stoicism, Stoicism is not recommending you to simply suppress your emotions. Rather, on the contrary, it's giving you the tools in your toolbox to deal with your emotions in a healthy manner, which is not going to cause you long-term grief. And that is why Stoicism is the greatest mind hack ever. Because if you go through your life being controlled by your emotions, you are dragged this way. Maybe it starts raining and you find yourself getting annoyed or just a little bit disappointed. Maybe it's just a tiny bit of annoyance when the weather is raining. Or maybe you get in confrontation with a family member or someone at work and you find yourself getting angry and you are unable to control this anger. You find yourself spiraling out of control and you end up shouting at the other person, which results in you spending the next half an hour of your time trying to calm yourself down. This is you being controlled by your emotions. And this is devastating for you, and it will stop you getting to where you want to be, and it will stop you being the kind of person that you want to be. Because if you are controlled by your emotions, first of all, you are wasting a lot of time pursuing things that are not within your best interest. Do you really think it's a good idea to be unable to focus for half an hour because you're angry? Or do you really think it's a productive use of your time and mental energy to dwell on the fact that it's raining and you live in a country where it always rains? Absolutely not. Not only is this wasting your time by thinking about these thoughts, it is wasting your thoughts. Because if you've read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, you will know that thoughts are things. And I agree with this to some extent, because the thoughts that you have in your mind, they are simply resources. And they are resources that can either be positive or they can be resources that are either negative. The thoughts you have in your mind can either be furthering you and furthering your goals, or they can be subtracting from you and subtracting from your goals. And if you let yourself be completely overwhelmed by your emotions, then you are letting your thoughts go towards the negative things in your life. Whereas instead, if you can learn to control your emotions, you are going to be able to dictate the thoughts that are going on in your mind and direct them in a way that's going to get you closer towards your goals and closer towards the things that, the places that you want to be in your life. And if you are able to successfully control your emotions, have a very proficient skill in controlling your emotions, because just like most things, your emotional control is a skill that you can learn over time with the right toolbox, which is Stoicism. And if you can manage to do that, then amazing things will happen to you. First of all, you'll find yourself reaching your goals much quicker, because you'll have the mental resources and the mental skills that will allow you to direct your thoughts in a line of thought that will get you closer towards your goals. You'll be able to interact with the people around you better. You'll be able to stay calm and composed and deal with something in a healthy manner. Maybe something's bringing up in your relationship, and instead of bubbling and snapping at each other, you're able to sit back, discuss the matter in a calm and logical way, and you'll be able to resolve the issue. You will also find yourself feeling happier. Of course, if you spend most of your day being dictated by your emotions, you are not going to be able to find yourself in a positive mental state throughout the day. But if you can control your emotions, then you are able to control them in a way that is positive. You will be able to think positive things and then feel positive emotions throughout the day. Not only that, but it's going to save you a lot of time that you can use productively. It will save you time because if you spend half an hour of your day angry or dwelling in the fact that you're angry, you are not able to spend that half an hour time playing with your kids or doing something that you love doing. Overall, Stoicism gives you the tools that you need to be able to control your emotions in a healthy way, and if you manage to learn those tools, your life will completely change very quickly. All you need to do is learn about the philosophy of Stoicism, which is what this channel is about. So if you're new here, then make sure you subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you like it, and let me know what you think down in the comments.